Hi, this is going to be a test video. For those who don't know, if you go on YouTube and you see videos that they're very clearly like lower resolution videos, but you can turn the resolution up to 4K in YouTube itself. Well, reason some people do that, including me, is you can actually upload at a higher bitrate, upload in 4K, and then like even if your source file is only 720p, and then what you can do with that is you can go in. You know, my ringer should be off. Hang on. That was my laptop. I shut off my. I made my phone. I made my phone shut up, but my laptop was linked with iCloud, so whatever. So anyway, what you can do with this feature is you can upload a video that's 4K, except your source file is only like 1080p or 720p or even 480p. It doesn't really matter. And then you can go in after the fact when it's on YouTube, and your viewers can actually pick basically just a higher bitrate for that video because it's the same source file. It's 480p, but it's at a higher bitrate. And due to video compression and how YouTube's crappy video compression is, and low bit rates and everything, I do this because it's very beneficial. So yeah, in this video, I'll be uploading it in 8K, so you can turn up the bitrate to whatever YouTube's 8K bitrate is, probably like 40 megabits or something. So if you have a 40 megabit internet connection, you can have the additional bitrate. And basically watch this video maybe as I'm seeing it. Okay, not really. It's not going to look the same, but I'm recording in ProRes 422, so you will get a pretty decent representation of what it is. And I need to cook some food because I am going to starve to death if I don't get this cooked up. So let's do this. And this is going to be kind of a rambly video. I've been seeing a lot of these videos where it's just children ranting, for lack of a better word, on a particular subject. This is going to cover a few subjects, or as many as I can cover in a short amount of time. Anyway, so the first one was that, bitrate thing on YouTube. Next is going to be my equipment failing. So I recently switched over to Mac, which I watched a video by, I can't remember the username, but it was a pretty random name, and he only had like 100 subscribers, but his videos got pretty decent amount of views, a couple thousand. That's because the thumbnails were kind of genius, and the video content wasn't that bad, and well, he's playing Minecraft, which is a universal language nowadays. So I'm horrible right now, but anyway, my equipment has been failing forever now, and it's not just since I switched over to Mac. I switched over to Mac because my PC was failing. Not exactly that it would just shut down a blue screen. It did do that sometimes, but it wasn't overheating or anything. There was nothing really wrong with it. It was just the software I was running was made out of crap, made by companies that didn't give a damn, or more specifically, they were open source programs that didn't have the kind of TLC that paid employees would, give a program. So of course they just broke a lot. And the result of that was blue screens and or slowdowns and my icons on my desktop refreshing. Wow, I forgot I can't hold control down and hit, because that's a right click. See, holding control down. So yeah, that's a Mac-ism, by the way. I'm still not used to that, but I haven't played Minecraft I haven't played it seriously in many months, like maybe even years at this point. I don't know. It's been a bit. So yeah, I switched to Mac because of that. My PC was just, I hate Windows. Windows is a huge waste of time for me. It's a huge time waster, I mean. It wasn't a waste of time because I needed it, but it is a waste of time now if I kept using it. So I decided to stop. I need more stores. And, well, what I moved to was Mac OS. And you guys might be thinking, well, you're a gamer, right? I mean, you can't be a gamer if you use Mac. Well, for a lot of games that might be true, but for the games that I play, for the most part, apart from the ones that, would run on Mac if, the developers weren't idiots like Valve and stopped updating them. But those are pretty old games, so it's whatever. If I didn't want to play old games that aren't Doom, I'm pretty much limited to Minecraft and like a couple other games. A few really good, really popular multiplayer games do run natively on Mac OS and on these new Macs as well, which are scary efficient, by the way. However, it's there's only so many games that are compatible, and that's sad and noteworthy. But for me, I'm pretty content with just Minecraft most of the time. I don't really game a lot anymore because I'm an adult. I do some adult things. And then I'm tired and I don't want to play video games, so I just don't. But I switched to Mac, and it was great for a little bit. But I kind of switched to Mac at a very good time and a very bad time. Let me explain what I mean by that. So Macs have been getting extremely good. They got, okay, I'm gonna use this term. Don't yell at me for this. They got great again. I'm cringing already. They got much better. They got usable again around 2020. Or yeah, in 2020, when the Apple Silicon Macs first came out. Now that's a landmark, or whatever you want to call it. That's a big moment, a big juicy, where everything changed. Like I think it even might be an even way bigger change than the the second transition that Apple had when they transitioned from PowerPC in 2006 to Intel, which now they are away from for the most part. And the transition isn't finished yet. They want it to be like they aimed for it to be like a year transition, but so much software has been developed between 2006 and now. And a lot of it have developers that like aren't alive anymore. Like they just don't have people to maintain them. Like some probably literally are not alive anymore, but a lot of them just, the people moved on. They don't have time to dedicate to this, and or their source code is not existent anymore, or they just don't have time. That's the problem. A lot of people just don't have time and don't have money, and they need to dedicate their time to things that will make money. But when it comes to software and the computers they run on, yeah, you're gonna have some software that's stuck on the Intel platform, and unfortunately, that's quite a lot of software that a lot of people use, and it's not gonna make the jump. So, at least not anytime soon. So, we're stuck with Intel software for a little bit. So, Apple better keep on, supporting Rosetta, because, that shit's going to be needed for quite a bit. But, yeah, so that happened, and a lot of stuff just doesn't work. Like, it works, but then it just doesn't. For example, my storage array. I recently upgraded to 2 Pegasus 32s, which you guys can look those up. But each one can hold 8 hard drives in them, and I have 24 hard drives in each one, and I have 2 of them. 2 of these boxes. And I upgraded from a different storage solution that was not practical. I mean, it was practical, but, like, it was not what I needed to have. This is what I need to have. And the thing is, about a couple days ago or so, my storage just decided to kick itself from my computer. It would just disappear from my desktop. Any operations that were using the the storage would crash and or just fail. As in, like, a render would fail on with Resolve, or image would crash, if you guys know what that is. Image didn't crash, but that's just an example. So, yeah, that's not ideal, and I can't have that happen when I'm working. You know, if I'm editing, I can't have my storage just randomly kick itself from my computer. That's not something I can have happen. I will not deal with that. So I decided to investigate, and what I found was that if I didn't do daisy chaining, because these boxes, they use Thunderbolt. These storage boxes use the Thunderbolt interface, Thunderbolt 3 specifically, to connect back to the computer, which is a Mac Studio. And I decided to stop doing daisy chaining. And I was like, yeah, daisy chaining, I don't even know why I tried to daisy chain in the first place, because of course it's going to cause stupid issues like this. It shouldn't, but it does. So I decided that I wasn't going to do daisy chaining anymore. I was just testing, not doing daisy chaining to see if that fixed the problem, but I don't think I want to do daisy chaining ever again because of this. I knew it was going to cause dumb issues. So as soon as I stopped doing that, no problem went away. And that's the kind of thing that used to happen to me on Windows. Just dumb little issues like that, where things should work just fine, and for other people they work perfectly fine. But for me, do they work? Of course not. So I really hope that I really hope that macOS stops turning into Windows, because it's starting to do the same things that, you know, my Windows machine used to do. Just dumb little issues that interrupt my work, interrupt my play, interrupt everything to do with my computing experience. And I don't like that. Plain and simple. I don't want a computer that does those things. I don't want a system that does those things. I don't want to have to tweak a system to where I can use it and then it does those things, because that's just nonsense. That's bloody nonsense, right? So anyway, I'm gonna conclude this test video, this Minecraft rambling video. I don't know why Minecraft is such a important role in these rambling videos that people do, but apparently it's a pretty big constant, so there must be something to it. Or maybe it's just a relaxing way to gather your thoughts. Anyway, this has been iRedRedux, and you know, don't subscribe for more of these, because I probably won't make more of these, honestly, but you know, there's a chance I might. I swear to God, don't blow up my shit. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and this concludes this test. See you guys.